Hello, my lovely Librans out there. I hope you guys are doing well. Welcome to your weekly reading. This is going to be for the week of the 22nd, going to the 28th of April. Let's dive in for you guys. All right. Make sure you like and subscribe as well. If you enjoy the reading, of course, but let's dive in together. Okay. Let's see what's going on for my lovely Librans. Okay. You have the yang energy that's all about creating something. This ball of oh my god, you have the yin and the yang. Okay, this is a beautiful balance of giving and taking. It's a beautiful balance of resting, and I want to say actually it is about resting. It's about listening to your body and pushing yourself to the limits at the same time. It's about this balance of two opposing energies. I love this. Some of you, they are representing a little bit of like romance as well. So you could be finding your match, the yin to your yang, the yang to your yin. I don't know. There's a lot of that coming through. I just feel like you're filling your cup up of love, and on the inside and on the outside, you're creating a ball of energy. Like, this is the vibes that I'm getting here. Both of these, what you put out into the world and also into yourself, will also manifest around you as well. So I'm just seeing high vibes. I like that, but let's carry on. This is actually the first time in a very long time, if ever, I've ever seen yin and yang come out together like that. So very beautiful. Let's carry on. Water and fire energy already coming up for you. So let's dive in for my lovely Librans out there. Ooh, financial constraints. Maybe some of you are really trying to transform your financial situation here. Okay, and also I'm hearing, so you have Goddess of the Moon here, which can also be about subconscious beliefs. It could be your beliefs attached to money. Financial constraints or financial beliefs are really attached to your base chakra, and that is a chakra about your identity, who you believe that you are and what you're deserving of, and your right to be here, basically. So you have a right to have that freedom, that stability in your life. But if you've grown up in poverty, or you've grown up with a lack, or you've grown up with people taking from you or whatever, then you kind of end up unconsciously associating your identity or your life as somebody who can only reach that mark, for example. But that's changing clearly. Yin and yang is a very powerful combination, so it doesn't surprise me that your financial situation is likely going to change because of this energy that you're bringing in here. But let's carry on. Hold on, what deck is next? This one. All right, for my lovely Libras, let's get 3 of these. Ooh, have you been crying? I don't know if you're sensitive. Like, I feel like, those tears that happen when you're happy, or when things are just beautiful, or when things are sad. I feel like you're crying about everything, right? You do have despondence. So this could be an energy that you have dealt with lately. You also have forgiveness and prayer coming through together. So some of you might need to pray for forgiveness. It doesn't just have to be about, people forgiving you. I also mean it in a sense that if you're struggling with forgiveness, I think it's something that you can maybe get some help doing from spirit with that prayer card, okay? But let's talk about it. Despondence sometimes comes up when we're feeling a bit depressed. Of course, I'm not a therapist. I can't diagnose you with anything, but usually this card comes in when we're feeling really unhappy with life. I'm feeling a bit numb and unable to do anything, and maybe you guys have struggled with this at some point in your life lately. Now, this lady is like, I'm not happy. Spirit, Mother Earth, like, give me something, make me happy. And so she arrives and she starts to try and bring some things into this girl's world to grow and to cultivate, but she's still not happy. So Spirit's kind of saying here in this case, happiness doesn't come from what you're gaining. It actually happens from the inside out rather than the other way around. Sure, things on the outside can make us happy, but if we're truly unhappy inside, then that will be temporary happiness. In order for lasting happiness or lasting success in anything, it happens from the inside. It's the same with financial things. I don't know why I'm being linked to that. Resonate with it in that situation. If you do, then that would be the same kind of message, in a sense that maybe they've given you like a bonus, but your way of managing money can still be crap. So it's like, unless you change from within, or let's say, for example, you don't believe that you're really deserving of money, or that you just have a little bit of negative belief. Maybe you're rejecting things without realizing. So it is kind of like there is some need to do some of the basics. Okay, go within, look after yourself, go have that shower, get out of bed, let's get up, let's do something. Because despondence is really about when you create movement and momentum. When you create movement and a change, and you are actively showing up and actively doing these things, even though you're doing them miserable, eventually the ball starts rolling. Eventually change starts to happen because of the change that you're creating. So a little bit of like cause and effect is really showing up in your reading, saying, okay, let's start off with the small things and build ourselves up to the big things. And again, also changing from the inside and out rather than the other way around. Okay. Now, again, forgiveness coming through. You guys could definitely be seeking forgiveness at this time. And again, it's not really about, forgiving just others. Surely you could really be forgiving others at this time, and really reflecting on maybe the impact that people may have had on you, and choosing to let that go so that you no longer allow that to affect your life. Maybe that's the reason why you've been quite unhappy, okay, or miserable in some way. The forgiveness card is also about forgiving yourself. All right, forgiving yourself for allowing yourself to be in a situation where somebody hurt you, and maybe you still accepted them, even though it hurt yourself. So you're forgiving yourself for making certain decisions. It's about forgiveness. You also have prayer, which is really about making sure that you ask for. We had this in your last reading as well, by the way. So Spirit's really like, hey, communicate with us. I'm also hearing that you can also pray by journaling. Some of you need to know that. Like, you can write down, my throat chakra got itchy. Ooh. That's the chakra about communication, okay, and truth. So you need to maybe write down how you feel, give it to the universe, okay, make a prayer on it. Make sure that you're asking for what you want and desire, and accepting it in, by the way. Righty-ho, let's jump into your reading. I do have some extra oracles for you. We do have some keywords for you, Libra, for the week to take into account. Okay, let's see. We have failure. I understand that a mistake is only an opportunity to learn. So maybe you're forgiving yourself for making a mistake. You also have self-esteem coming through. Make sure that you're not feeling like a failure either as well, okay? All right, so this affirmation is, I possess gifts of the soul that benefit me and others. So by understanding that you're here for a reason, by understanding that you have something to give to others, whether it be your loving energy, your creative energy here, I think it's really about building up your self-esteem so that you can actually grow even more, okay? This does feel like a big week. And again, I don't know whether the failure is to do with those tears, but just remember that mistakes are not the end all be all. We can always change and adapt and learn. Okay? Now let's dive in. Let's dive into your tarot cards, my lovelies. Let's have a little look. First card I want to get for you, or 3 cards, are for your overall energy for the week. So for my lovely Libras, please Spirit, 3 cards for their overall energy for the week. All right, we have one that I can't see yet, but one Knight of Swords. Oh, and the Ace of Swords reversed. I'm hearing oopsie daisy. Oopsie daisy. Did I say something that I didn't mean? Or did I say something that wasn't true? This might not be you. It's just, I'm just going to say what's on my mind. So you apply it to your situation however it is. Doesn't have to be you though. So you have 6 of Wands. So that's nice. There is some sort of a celebration happening for you guys here. This is a card of coming out the wall successfully, having a lot of attention, recognition for your hard work. The Knight of Swords is a little bit of a warning. Sometimes it's about rushing into something, and that doesn't always have to be bad. Okay, that's showing me a lot of things. The Knight of Swords, yeah, be careful with this energy. What we want to make sure that we're rushing into is something that we are certain of. We want to make calculated risks, not just risks. Because, one is a little bit more, look at my throat chakra tingling here. You can see it. Going a bit red here. So yeah, we want to make sure that we're actually going towards something because we know it's something good. Just be careful of rushing, because when we rush, we skip over details, and that might actually be the oopsie daisy. You might have jumped to a conclusion and actually missed a very important detail. I'm going to clarify that. Okay, sorry. Ace of Swords reverse, please. The World. So I think this was you kind of trying to take a risk on a new beginning. Now, Ace of Swords reverse, in the upright usually is about victory. Because it's reversed, and it's also about clarity and truth. Because it's reversed, it's either a delay of that or maybe a false opportunity. Like something you thought would be victorious didn't end up victorious. Something that you thought was the truth wasn't actually the truth. The Wild card, though, is about new beginnings and an end of a cycle and beginning of new one. So even if there was like a failure or there was something that didn't really work out, like there is still a new cycle opening because that door is closed. Like that's something to remind yourself of, right? What is this in terms of why is it an Ace of Swords reverse? Like, okay, Queen of Swords, the Magician, and the Sun. A card of truth. I feel like I need to find an answer with the Knight of Swords. I will tell you. Queen of Swords, Magician, and the Sun. To clarify that, I'll come back to that. Why is the Knight of Swords here? The Wheel of Fortune. Now, this is a card of like expect the unexpected. The wheel can turn in either way. One more for the Knight of Swords. The Eight of Wands. This could be a message. And we got the Ace of Cups here. So I don't know. The Ace of Swords, Knight of Swords, maybe a message is coming to you, one that you did not expect. Some information comes your way. You're not expecting it. Is this good or bad, can I ask? I mean, the Ace of Cups is there. It could be about love. The Queen of Wands. Could be with a fire sign. Queen of Wands is usually positive, optimistic, courageous, so it doesn't feel bad. I feel like somebody could be complimenting you here, or you could be doing it to someone else, whatever the way the communication is flowing, or you're doing something out of confidence here. Okay, right. Even though the Ace of Swords is reversed, which does, again, I did say I do feel a little bit of like a warning at first, but not to give up. The world is still there, so there is a new cycle. The Queen of Swords is a little bit more of an upgrade from the Knight of Swords. So this is somebody who is ready for communication. This is the Queen of Swords doesn't take any crap, places boundaries when necessary. It's Libra energy, so it's your card, Libra. The Magician is really about manifesting also about communication, because Magician is Mercury ruled, and the Sun, which is about truth, clarity, or being free in some degree. That rhymed. Why would that come up though? Maybe again, it's because of some sort of like failure or misunderstanding that something becomes very clear to you. Because even though something doesn't seem to go right, the new beginning happens anyway. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? Like, I hope I'm emphasizing that a bit, because something's already been set in motion here. That's what I want to say. So that's weird. One more for that. The High Priestess. That's a secret though. High Priestess is usually silent. I mean, whether somebody's going silent on you or you're going silent on somebody because you're setting a boundary here. High Priestess can sometimes be secret or hidden information, for that to clarify a truth reversed. The world is starting anyway. A new beginning is starting anyway, regardless of whether someone told you the truth or not, or what, or lied to you or what. Random. I'm going to carry on though. Let's look at the Six of Wands. What is a success in? It's to do with a really exhausting chapter in your life. 10 of Wands is saying that you're so close. And because the 6 of Wands is here, a victory, you have gone through a really difficult battle. You've gone through a really exhausting chapter. Now you're able to release some baggage. I'm hearing let your head down. Some of you have been carrying on the burden for a long time. And I think now is the time that you can actually release it. 9 of Pentacles, and see some really good growth from your hard work. So that's very nice. A lot of rewards are coming away because of that energy. Okay, so the yin card, the Hierophant. So some of you are attracting in love. If you're already in love, then this is just even more commitment between the person that you're with. Whether you're committing more to your faith, I don't know. That the yin card is that the more that you do something that you love, the more love comes your way. So the more that you love yourself, fill up your own cup, the more people are attracted to that energy. So I just feel like this can definitely help your own relationship if you're already in one, to get to the next level of marriage or children or moving. I don't know what your situation is. If you're single, definitely could lead towards a commitment here. Somebody who's definitely seeing like giving themselves to you, like someone who is, what's the word? There's a word that they're trying to pick out my brain. Devote themselves to you. Someone's devoted. Damn. I'm saying damn because like I feel like this is this person on their knees here. The yang energy, what's this about? The Two of Pentacles, balance, building something, juggling something. In terms of work, money, most likely. In terms of your, okay, so emotional progress being made. You will see that manifest in terms of relationships, getting closer, your devotion to something getting bigger. And in terms of the external energy, like I said, the yang energy around you, you're going to really start to see that you're getting busier. Two of Pentacles, like going back and forth, having to juggle something, make decisions, get the ball rolling, staying committed to something, whether it's your routine, work, whatever. You are going to build momentum on that. And I feel like it's going to get faster and faster. Like I'm just seeing it like this, and it just goes crazy. Oh, I'm also seeing whatever you're doing will become easier. Some of you need to hear that. You know, when it's like, I'm seeing visual of like a machine, and you know where at first you kind of have to make it work a little bit, do its own job for itself until it just becomes easy and it just ends up spiraling. Like that's the vibes I'm getting. So for some of you, you need to hear, it might be hard now, but when you, and exactly what the despondence is about, you have to create movement to create momentum. You have to do that thing for it to be easy and a complete like routine, like a habit. You know, read Atomic Habits. Some of you need to read that book if it's a habit that you wanted to build. If you're just trying to be better, show up better for yourself, this is a really good book for you on how to make it easy to create really amazing habits. So read that book. Okay, by James Clear, go read it. But it's like, I'm seeing that that's the case for you. Like, yeah, it's hard now. Yeah, it sucks to get out of bed, get off the phone, stop watching tarot readings, to do the thing you know you need to do. But the moment that you start doing it, and every day that it's hard, you do it, and don't listen to that part of yourself that's like, no, like I'm not going to do it. Do it. Every day will get easier. You're building a habit. Okay, keep showing up for yourself, because I do guarantee you eventually it's going to do its own thing on its own. Like it will just completely be conditioning. All right, let's look at the financial constraints. The Knight of Pentacles. Well, this is definitely something that I feel like is going to change for you. Knight of Pentacles, make sure that you're planting seeds. Make sure that you're actively, again, doing things that will later show fruit for you, okay? The Knight of Pentacles is really about going out there and finding opportunities, putting yourself out there. Some of you maybe sending out your CVs, asking for a pay raise if that's the case. Like put yourself in opportunities where you can actually grow. Go and network. Go to events where people are doing the same thing as you, and there's potential to meet somebody who might take you on board or something. I don't know, like there is an energy coming through with that, okay? Knight of Pentacles, focus on your budgeting, focus on the material aspect to get that to grow, okay? What you focus on grows in general. All right, and despondence, please. Six of Pentacles. What you pay attention to is very important. The choice that you make is very important. Six of Pentacles is routine. So for it to come out with despondence, like I've been saying, it's reminding me of today, Spirit's really taking over my brain and showing me a lot of things to try and get the message out. And there was like a story, I read this like a long time ago, but it is quite known. And it's like, someone saying like within all of us there is always a war going on between two wolves. You know, one wolf is about love and peace and growth or whatever, and the other one is the opposite. It's fear, it's greed, it's blah blah blah. Okay, we understand it's the yin and the yang, kind of. Not this yin and yang, it's just a balance of opposites energy. Let's say that this is your shadow self, the old self, the one that likes to hide in the shadows. And we have our light self, our higher self, the one who is always striving for the best. We choose who we give our time and energy to, and what we let starve. Okay, so that's the kind of vibes I'm getting here. If you are in a habit that you don't like maybe looking at the negatives in life, or if you're, again, falling into old habits or temptations or whatever it is, I'm kind of seeing a bit of devil energy, even though it's not here, thank goodness, but it's, it's kind of feeding in the bad habits or the low vibrational energy. Misery and fear and feeling a failure is all negative, low vibrational energy. So in order to raise that up, we have to start paying more attention to the higher energy, the things that we know are going to give back to us, even though it might be long term. It's not short term happiness like the bad habits are, but they are things that will reward you. They will make your life better. So think about the outcomes of what you're giving to, because it might help you put things into perspective rather than just a temporary, pleasurable, temporary success, temporary pleasure and stuff like that. But anyway, Six of Pentacles, definitely focus on your routines and your health as well, by the way, guys. And King of Swords is asking for a logical mind, being quite harsh on yourself, not in a bad way, because I think that is what leads to failure, feeling like a failure. But the King of Swords and a Six of Pentacles kind of feels like, to me, again, it's like starving that wolf. It's denying that side of ourselves. It's like, please, I really just want to stay on my phone even longer, even though I have all this list of things to do that will help me better my life, but I just want to scroll again. Or I just want, I don't know, a habit you're trying to, whether it's smoking, whether it is a certain bad habit that you have, if it's, I don't know, whatever it is to you, King of Swords. Be your own personal discipline, and make sure you lay the rules down to yourself, okay? Because that might help you out here. A plan will help you out, okay? A routine will help you out, and this logical side of yourself will help you out. And apologies for the lag. All right, let's look at forgiveness. You got the Six of Cups, all right, which is the card of nostalgia, thinking about the past here. There could be a fire sign in the past, because the King of Wands came up reversed, and the Two of Wands came up. Now, the Two of Wands and the Six of Cups is really a clear indication. We can learn from the past. We can reflect on the past if it helps us to learn a lesson, but don't reflect too much on it, because the Two of Wands is saying focus on your future. You can expand. You can have even more than what you are missing, or you might not even miss this. If you need to forgive it, then it could very well be somebody who might not have been very nice to you. The King of Wands is usually very nice. Because it's in reverse, this could have been someone who wasn't very nice to you. Maybe someone who played you in a way, someone who may have had a big ego, someone who cared more about themselves than you, or whatever this is. The King of Wands being reversed is clearly a person. It could be an old boss as well, by the way, guys. Six of Cups, you could be reflecting on it. But this is asking for forgiveness in that situation. Why do we need to forgive someone who was mean to us, you might ask? That's a good question. Forgiveness is more about forgiving the situation so that it no longer has power over you. If this is something that you find still making you miserable, still something you think about, it's time to focus on your future and make peace with that and say, do you know what? It doesn't justify that behavior, and what they did was absolutely wrong. But at the end of the day, I let that go. I forgive that person. It's not about letting them in your life at all. It's not about giving them, letting them off the hook. It's not about that. And that's coming from a place of ego, if that's the way that you see forgiveness. Okay, so we have to deal with that. But it's normal to feel like that, by the way. I'm not trying to alienate you. We all have ego. We all feel like that, especially when you're hurt, but it means that there is still something to address, still some pain to address about that situation, so you don't have to go through that again and again every time that you think about it. Okay, so maybe working in that area of your life could be quite important for you. Okay, Two of Wands, think bigger. The future is coming here, guys. The Two of Wands, and so sorry for the lag. It's actually annoying me. Preparing the now for the future. The Two of Wands in this card is interesting because clearly they're trying to make the biggest bean here. And what they're doing now is giving it room to grow even more. So for some of you, again, it's about expanding something, helping something grow, or doing something now so that your life can grow in the future as well. Let's look at prayer. Ace of Cups. Connect to yourself, Libra. Ace of Cups is coming through with prayer. So if you want love, definitely pray for it, but give it to yourself also. And also give love to spirit, because some of you, Three of Swords is on the bottom of the deck here. I think maybe what it is again, praying to heal something. But you know a good way of healing it? It's giving love to yourself. Just like this yin card is about. And again, the devotion with the Hierophant, some of you are really being called to commit to a belief system. Okay, connect to your spirit, guys. Connect to yourself, whatever it is that you feel called to pray to, whoever that is, whatever that is. Connect with it. Okay, build a relationship with it, because it does feel like that's the case. Give love to it, and even to yourself. Okay, Libras, I hope this message is good for you. I'm just going to go back to this Magician and the Sun, by the way. I kind of played it down a little bit because I was trying to work something out, but the Magician and the Sun, by the way, is an incredible combination of cards to have. Like, one is about bringing your ideas into your reality and having the resources to do so in your current energy. You just have to be resourceful. And the Sun is ultimate happiness. It's the best card in the deck, and I would arguably say both of these are incredible. And to have them together with the Queen of Swords just tells me that you're standing in your power. You are cutting off anything that doesn't align to you. You're starting a new beginning, absolutely, and one where you're manifesting your reality. So there you go. I love you guys. I wish you all the best. Make sure you like and subscribe. It would mean a lot to me if you would do that, because I'd love to have you here, number one, but it also helps the channel out too, and I'm trying to make it grow a little bit more. But that's up to you. If you like the video, of course, then why not? But yeah, that's what I have for you, Libra. I wish you all the best. I send you my love, and I hope to see you guys next time. All right.